So the question comes up, what kind of exercises do we do? What kind of things do we ask our horse for in preparation to get them so they're really good at getting up to the fence for us for mounting? So I'm going to go back to just my rope halter and lead rope, and I might use my flag here, little demonstration. We're going to go over some of the things that we do to get our horse prepared so that when we do get to the fence, we can have them thinking and working at figuring out what it is we want. Again, I want to emphasize that I want any of these exercises I'll be doing like this, I want those to be the horse's idea. I want him to know that he can get a release, that he can be rewarded if he tries. So if I'm constantly directing, pushing, jabbing, using a crop, using my flag, if I'm constantly doing that, I'm not giving him the opportunity to consider thinking and figuring out what it is I want. I'm projecting what I want. Here on the ground, in the groundwork, when I'm on the fence, I'm projecting, I have an intent, I can almost see it in a video in my mind of what I want my horse to do. So here's a few of the groundwork things I'd be looking for in preparation to get my horse prepared to pick me up. Just taking a horse that doesn't have good ground manners and understand the energy that we're offering and asking him to get up to the fence for us may take a bit of work, if it would work at all. So here's the preparation. I'm going to be thinking again, I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm going to be thinking about what it is I want my horse to do. Number one, he needs to yield to me. And when he does, he's going to be rewarded for it. So I'll just start off with that. I'll be asking him to yield off to his right, my left here, and into a circle, a lead-by circle that you'll see in our video library. And you can pick those things up. And we are headed that way with you, if at all possible, at TV or teaching videos, tv.inspiredhorseman.com. But this is one we want to give to you, and it could change a lot of things for you. That's my aim, to get you interested in what we're doing and how we do it. So to begin with, I'm going to open up here. I have in my mind what I'd like him to do. You can see him preparing. There's a reward, there's a release, there's an appreciation in me. I might come in with my flag and send him in this lead by. I'd like him, again, just a little review, his job is to keep this lead rope slack. Now, as I'm going around here, and when I'm on the fence, I'm going to be asking him to move his hindquarters to prepare for things I might ask him to do. If I were to pick up on the rein here and put some energy towards those hindquarters, will they untrack? And if they don't, can I help him? Can I help him with the flag? You bet. Can I help him with the tail end of my lead rope? That'll work too. Could I help him with my leg if I were on him? Absolutely. So I'll ask for a little more untracking. I'll come in here a little closer. I might use my hand here, my energy, my desire for him to move those hindquarters while connected to that rein. And I want you to note how hard I'm pulling on him here. All right? So there's the hind. And if we don't have control of the hindquarters, we're going to have all kinds of challenges with our horses. Now, how about the front? And again, we break this down. We separate from hind to front. I'm going to ask him to step the front off to his left by driving on this shoulder, right there. So I'll do that again the other direction. This time, I'll ask by picking up on my rein for the hindquarters to move. I'm thinking about them moving. That's very important. Then I'm supporting physically for them to move. But I'm sending energy from the inside of me to the inside of him. Now, front end to his right. He reaches off there with his right front and follows with the left. So that would be asking the shoulder to yield. I'd want him to be willing to yield that shoulder at any time I should ask. Another thing I'd like him to be able to do, and that is to back up for me. Now, I'm not using verbal commands for him. This is all about feel. This is more of the language of the horse and how they communicate with one another. That's where I want to go here. I want to see how light this can be, how willing this is. You can see I'm not really tugging here at all. I'm just going left and right. I'm thinking back and I'm supporting back. Now, how much do I have to do to get him to come forward for me? How light can this be? And then to get him to come forward for me here. These are just some little things. We go into a lot more detail in the videos and in the video library. But I want to give you something here that you can really use. It's going to be useful for you for the rest of your life with your horses. And if you're like me, like I mentioned earlier, being a little shorter, short-legged, and having taller horses kind of makes up the difference for being short. But it does make a challenge for us to get on. So I love to get on from the fence or a mounting block. And like I said, we'll get into that. So anyway, there's a little something for you to practice on, work on this. Get good. Practice is going to make the difference. Believe you can do it. If you don't believe you can do this, it's going to be more of a struggle for you. I know you can do it if you practice and you believe. So thanks for watching this, and we'll have another one coming up for you in just a few days.